Good morning everyone, thanks for tuning into this week's video. I'm going to go out and do a 18k walk today with my bag packed with everything that I want to take out to Sweden. So I'm going to do a complete gear loadout for that and show you everything that I'm planning to take with me. So we're out today. I'm pretty much carrying everything that I'm going to carry when I go to Sweden in the middle of June. Everything's packed into my Osprey Exos 48 with a base weight of just under 12 kilos, and that's including my drone and all my other camera equipment. The only thing I'm missing today is my sticks. I didn't bring those with me today. So yeah, we're just going to do about 18k today through the forest and across a heath, just to see how it is with this weight, and we'll find a spot and we'll sit down and have something to eat and drink, and we'll do a gear loadout and I'll show you exactly what I'm carrying. Right, so we're just going to head through the trees here. We're going to find an area and we'll do a gear loadout. Great bit of advice I can give you really if you're taking part in a long distance walk like this. So our plan is we start off in Nikkaluokta and we're walking 110 kilometers, roughly about 110 kilometers through the valley towards Abisko. Now when I done this route 2 years ago, I took part in the Fjallraven Classic. This was in August and the weather was alright. It is cold. There was a bit of sleet, there was a bit of snow, and that was August. Now this time we're going in June, so it's going to be a lot different. The reason that I'm going in June is, yeah, the Fjallraven Classic was great. It was a really good organised event, but the only issue that I had was there was just so many people. You're talking 2,000, 3,000 people participate in this route. So I wanted to get back into the same area at a different time of the year and just experience the route when there's not so many people on the trail. So I haven't gone majorly light with my kit. So say my base weight is just under 12 kilos. Obviously in June, a lot of the area we're going to be walking in, there's going to be a lot of snow, a lot of meltwater. So I've sort of had to prepare for that. So extra warm clothes, waterproofs, and other bits as well. So we're just going to run through here. I can see an area over there, and I'll show you exactly what I'm carrying in my bag. Right then, so as I walked in, you probably saw this this pouch on my chest. So this is a chest pouch. This is by OMM. I really like this pouch. The fact of the matter is that I can keep bits in the front pocket there that I use regularly. So things like mosquito repellent, I've got my camera batteries, and I've got a map inside of here as well. What I'll do is I'll just go through the pouches and I'll show you exactly what I'm carrying for this walk. So on the external pouches here, the first pouch I've got my waterproof jacket. So that's made by Fjallraven Outdoors. This is a single layer 100% waterproof jacket. The next thing I've got is I've got my mosquito hat inside here. So that's a Fjallraven marlin, I think it is. So you've got the netting that is clipped around the top of the hat. So just like it is here today, it is absolutely teeming with midges and mozzies down here. So something like that you'll definitely need. The side pouch, I've got my rucksack cover, and I've got a set of microspikes for my boots. Now, I'm not so sure what the weather's going to be like and what the ground conditions are going to be. I'm sort of half expecting at least a third of it to still be covered in snow and slush. So I thought if I take a set of microspikes, it's going to help to get through that one area. I know it's a case of, you know, do I really need it? They are quite heavy, but I would, to be honest, I'd rather have traction going through that section than not have traction at all. So the other side, I've got my waterproof trousers. So these are made by Rab. I've got my shovel for my toilet duties. And then I've just got some waterproof mitt covers here. These are actually motorcycle mitt covers, and they've got another set of thermal gloves inside of there just in case. And then I've got my trash bag as well. So that's the external pockets on the bag itself. Now the top pouch, this has got all my sort of easy access stuff as well inside of here. So I've got a beanie, and this is my possibles pouch. So in my possibles pouch I've got repair kit for my air mattress. I've also got some tape in there in case I need to plug a hole in a jacket. There's a bit of paracord, there's some fire lighting kit inside of here, and some spare batteries from the spot tracker. There is also needle and thread with different sizes of thread, different needles, just in case I need to fix anything. When I was out there last time, my boots actually fell apart, so I needed to restitch those. The next thing I've got here, these are my 2 battery packs. Now these are quite heavy. These weigh a kilo in total. These do, but I've got one 20,000 amperage battery pack. This is a fast charge one, so this one I can actually plug my DJI Spark into this, and I can get 4 battery charges out of this one. And then the next one is a bit more heavier, but that will charge my cameras and my phone and anything else that I need to charge as well. Right, what else have we got? So I've got a buff, and then I've got my long-handled spork. I really recommend these if you're eating out of freeze-dried pouches. Get yourself a long-handled spork. So opening the lid of the bag, underneath there, this is where I keep certain things that I don't really want to get wet. So I just got my loo roll inside of there. Got a first aid kit here, and then I've got my wash kit in here. So my wash kit, basically, it literally is only toothpaste, toothbrush, and some towel off soap. So this is made by Pits and Bits, the stuff that's inside of there. So opening the main part of the bag, on the top here I've got my DJI Spark. So this is actually just in the case that it comes in the box. So that literally is just the drone and the batteries inside of there. Then I've got my cookser, and I will literally just have this clipped on my belt here because all the water out there is pretty much drinkable. So I'll literally just be scooping out of the rivers and the lakes just to drink as we go along. Next I've got my food bag. So that will contain 4 days worth of food. So there'll be 4/5 freeze-dried meals in here, cup of soups. What else have we got in there? There's peanut butter and a few other bits and bobs as well. Right, this is my lightweight cook kit. You've probably seen this in a few other videos. I'm going to get this out and give this a go in a little bit as well. I've made up some pouches that I want to try today, so we're going to give that a go using this. So that's the cook kit. Next thing that I've got inside of this bag here is a spare set of Armorskin anti-blister socks, a spare set of the Daki waterproof socks, and a spare pair of Under Armour pants. All of this is inside a 70 litre dry bag. Then I've got my synthetic jacket, and there's just a microfiber towel because I want to use a sauna whilst we're out there in some of the huts. Next thing I've got here are my down slippers, so these are just my camp slippers, these ones. And then there's my Exped down mat light, so that's my sleeping pad. And then evening wear, so I've got a pair of Revolution Race cozy pants to change into once we finish the walk itself. And then my sleep kit is inside of here. One thing I would recommend you take with you if you're going out to do this sort of walk, especially up in the Arctic where it's 24 hours daylight, is take an eye mask with you. And then there's my 3-season down sleeping bag. The only other bits I've got on my bag, I've got my spot tracker on my bag here, so that's an emergency tracker, that is. It can also just send a message via email back to people, gives you your location. It's a pre-written message on this because this is the older version, this is. So you literally just press the OK button and it will send an email out to people on your recipient list and tell them where you are and just the standard message that you set before. Other bits I've got, so I've got a Nalgene 1 litre water bottle which is just clipped on the side of the hip belt, and then in the pouch on the right hand side I have got a compass, a Swiss knife, and there's just a fire starting kit inside of there. The only other thing, I'm not 100% sure on what footwear to wear. So I've got 3 options really. I can wear a set of trail runners with my Armorskin socks and the Daki waterproof socks, which to be honest I think are probably better suited for the environment that I'm going to be coming across, because there's going to be a lot of meltwater, a lot of bog, so I think my feet are going to get wet, and if I wear the waterproof socks with a set of trail runners, I think this is the way. The only other issue is some of the environment we're going to be walking through, ankle support would probably be the better thing to take. So I'm still sort of umming and ahhing whether to go on trail runners or whether to wear boots. So please comment below what you recommend. So the options that I've got are trail runners, the Scarpas, or my Lundhag Vandra. So please just stick a comment below and let me know what you think I should be taking. I think I'm going to err on taking the Lundhags with me now, just because I don't want to get cold feet. So there we go, that's everything that I'm taking with me. If you've got any comments, please stick them below. I'm always happy to take feedback and advice from other people. What I'm going to do now is just get all of this packed away, and we'll have a look at this food pouch that I made and see whether that's going to work. So what I'll do is I'll set the cooker up, and then we'll see how we get on. Right, so what the plan is to reconstitute this egg powder and the cheese. I'm just going to stick that into here, and that wants 75 ml of water. Now I've got this marked on here for 75 ml. That's 75 ml. So I'm just going to stir this up. See how this goes. Right, so what I'll do is I'll stick some water in the pan, and then that can go in here. let's fire this up and see how we get on. So the one I tried yesterday, I tried to pour boiling water straight into it, and it didn't do anything to it at all really. But what I did do is I stuck it back in the microwave just to see how it do, and it really did reconstitute well, and it was actually really tasty. So what I'm hoping is that this is going to basically just slowly cook it in the pouch, and then I can just eat straight out of the pouch. Right, that hasn't done too bad at all. Added advantage of that is I've got my water for my coffee as well. Right, let's see how this is. Well, that's really good. So it's reconstituted and cooked like scrambled egg perfectly. And the parmesan's helped that out as well. So I'm going to eat this. This has worked really well. So I think I brought a kilo of whole dried egg on Amazon for about £14. It uses 25 grams of egg powder, 5 grams of parmesan and salt and pepper, and a little tiny pouches, so it costs absolutely nothing. So I'll stick the recipe below, and I'll stick the links to the egg powder below as well. So I say I'm going to have this, and I'm sure the dog's going to finish it off as well, and then we're going to head back to the car and make our way home. The added advantage of using this chest pouch is the fact is that I can keep my drone in the front pouch as well. So if you just want to use it just for 6 seconds or so just to get a single shot, I can just keep that in there, and I've got the controller in the back of it as well. Obviously this is not going to be 100% waterproof, and it's not going to stop the drone from getting damaged. You've got to think about your props and things on this as well. You know, if you lose a footing, then you're liable to damage this as well. Another thing that I'd recommend using is a gimbal cover, just to keep the gimbal safe whilst you've got it in your pouch. Right, so there we are guys, thanks for watching today's video. It's literally just a video just to show you exactly what I'm going to take out to Sweden next month with me. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, there's the subscribe button there. There's a couple of videos here and here if you fancy taking a look at that. Like mentioned before, any feedback's greatly appreciated. Stick it in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next one.